Hello everyone. I think you can hear me well. If you do so, please make a react. Thank you. Welcome everyone to today's training on nurse call solutions. We'll be discussing the features and configurations of the system that ensure efficient management of patients' care calls. The goal of the session is to familiarize with how these devices and systems work to improve communication and response time in healthcare environments. Let's start. Here is the agenda of this webinar. The first solution, we have a solution overview. Secondly, we'll see the configuration of the North Call system. After that, we will check the screen mirroring on the A320i. For the solution overview, we'll see on the slides, on the upcoming slides, an overview of the North Call system. It is a standalone solution supporting up to 100 bed stations. The system provides visual cues for different call types, such as nurse call, child call, assist call, and emergency call. Additionally, it offers a prioritized incoming call list with missed call notification. Here we see the different components of the nurse call system. This includes the master station, the A320i, various bed stations, the Y501W and the Y501Y. Big button IP phones, the X305, the wireless and wired buttons, KT10, 20, 30, 31. We have the corridor lights, CL01, and door phones. So each of these plays a crucial role in ensuring smooth communications between patients, caregivers, and staff on your nurse call system. For the system to function correctly, all devices including the Y501 series intercom and the A320i master station must be on the same network, so not different VLANs and not different LANs, to ensure smooth communication between devices and prevent any network issues between your devices. Now let's explore the configuration of the nurse call system. Firstly, we have the application diagram. So we have each room is connected via the network between the master station is connected to the other rooms via network with same LAN. We have rooms that have the intercoms in each bed, and on the bedroom we have the emergency button. We have also the corridor lights, and on the nurse station we have the console IP phone, and we have a speaker. To configure the network, you need to go to the settings as a first step, network on the devices. By default, the system uses the HCP, but we strongly recommend configuring the static IP addresses in a production environment to ensure network stability, because the HCP may cause issues when the IPs are changed on the devices. And before adding the devices, ensure that you collect all the necessary information for each device, such as MAC addresses and device names. You can enter these details into a table for easy reference during the configuration process, as shown on this table. You can also add devices via the Nurse System app. So under settings device, click on the search icon on the top right to scan for the devices here. This will help you add the selected devices to your North call system easily. And for better scalability, especially in large projects, we recommend using the Device Link app. This app allows you to create projects, add devices details, and sync them to the nurse console phone. So this can be downloaded under on our official website under service on the support. We have the service platform, device link. Then download the app and use it to add and for better scalability on your projects. On the app, you can just create a project and add your intercoms information such as device name, area number, room number, bed number, and MAC. Then add the rest of the intercom phones on to your application. And here is an illustration of the application's interface. So you have here the projects, and you have here the option to add devices, and here the information that should be entered for each device. After that, the device will be listed on the app. Once this is done, you can just go to the console settings and click on the plus button to add the project. So on the device link app, go to device list and of the project and export the data. So after creating the projects, of course, on the device link app, export the device informations and connect to the A320 using Bluetooth. So once connected, you can sync all the device data to the nurse call phone. So after the state is connected, once sending the data to the nurse call console, a list of devices will be listed on the phone. And you can just click save to save all the changes that has been made. And let's explore the list of the products involved and their description. So here is the list of the products included in nurse call system. The A320i is the nurse console phone, while the Y501Y bedside station offers built-in functions such as being a corridor light controller. Other components include wireless and wired button, as well as IP speakers for communication. As you can see here, we have the wireless buttons and their frequency, and we have the wireless pull cord button for toilet emergency call. And we have the ceiling speaker and the wall-mounted speaker. To set up the KT31 wired pull cord button, this product you can use cables of at least the AWG24 strength to connect it to the Y501 intercom. The wiring connects to the SHT in and SHT out ports for the intercom. These pins for the intercom. For the wireless WC toilet pull cord button, we have these buttons. So the device currently compatible with wireless buttons are the Y501 series, the X305, and the I50XW. So for wireless button like the KT10, KT20, and KT30, binding them to the intercom involves choosing an empty index here, and by pressing the wireless button you can bind it to the system, so enabling emergency calls for services like the toilet or the bed. You can press bind in, then press the button to add the device on the intercom. So wide web is showing processing with timeout counter, press the wireless button will bind the button to this wireless key. So once it is added, you will see the address ID. There see the pairing status, and you can see the operation change it to disconnect. So you can disconnect it from the phone. So here you can change the type and value based on your need under the index. Here the Y501 intercom can supply power to the corridor light, the cell 01. So you can use cables, at least IWG24 to connect the two, as mentioned here. So this is essential for visual alerts on patient stages. That's what it's used for. A function case on the nurse call cell phone. So such as presence, nurse call, toilet emergency call, and nurse emergency call. So these provides access to frequently used features. These can be customized to suit the needs for the healthcare facility. So there are many function keys. And to configure function keys on the nurse call cell phone, you need to go to the settings device and click settings icon next to the device list. This allows you to customize which function keys are displayed for easy access. Here is settings. So under the settings device, once accessing the function keys, you can just modify or configure it as you wish. And you can also configure this on the web GUI under web GUI function keys and go to function key. Then you can configure each key based on your needs. As mentioned, there are the type should be the NCS event, and subtypes will be selected based on the use case. There is service call, nurse call, and there is cancel, staff assist call, and there is also presence. And for the corridor light display, the same D01. To add the corridor display to the system, you just go to settings called corridor display on the A320i, as you can see here. So search for the device in the network and bind it to the specific index. So here is the index 1 here as an example. You can bind up to 10 corridor displays to the nurse console phone. So this supports 10 corridor lights. So the corridor display is used to show the status of call in different rooms. It can display the information of the patient's room and provide alerts when a call is made. It's also possible to customize the indicator tone for these displays. So here you can see that you can customize the indicator tone. So to customize the indicator tone on the same D01 display, you can use a USB cable to upload the new sound files. So, so you need before to start and changing these, you need a computer with USB-A interface and a WSB-A cable, as shown here. And you need the corridor lights, the corridor display, and the power supply, of course. Yeah. After connecting these, after powering up the corridor display and connect it to the PC via USB, you can simply rename the files that needs to be uploaded to this corridor display with the following naming, the 001, 002, and 003, this, and replace the default files on the device. After that, you can just disconnect the USB to finish the process. So for the code blue, The code blue function is essential in medical emergencies. By pressing the configured button, a code blue call is activated, notifying the staff of an urgent medical situation. This can be done through both wired and wireless buttons. There is something to note here that if the second button is configured as code blue, if the second button is used with other functions already, you can use the wireless button like the KT20 for code blue call function. And this code blue call only available when the present state is activated. How to use code blue. To configure code blue call, you must access to the web interface of the Y501 and bind the code blue call to a specific button on the intercom. You can also configure the wireless button like the KT20 for this function. Here, as you can see, there is code blue as a subtype. Now let's see the screen mirroring on the A320i. So screen mirroring is a valuable feature on the A320i, allowing the nurse station to share its screen with the compatible TV display. This is done via mirrorcast, ensuring that all devices are on the same network. So you need to have devices on the same network to use the screen sharing feature. So it's strongly recommended to use wired Ethernet connection on the A320 and A320i, while keep the Wi-Fi enabled but without connected to any network. And the distance between the TV and the console phone should not be longer than 10 meters, and no obstacles between them to have a clear and smooth streaming on your TV. How to enable screen mirroring on the A320, go to Settings System, Advanced, then exit the Nurse Call System app, then navigate to Menu, and you have menu icons, and select Connected Devices to access the custom settings. So once exiting the Nurse Call System, you can just enter the settings page and look for the connected devices to access the custom settings here. So something to mention here that some TVs may have different methods to enable the mirrorcast. For example, here we have a Xiaomi TV, and you need to go to application menu and select wireless share and then choose share from other Android phones to just to cast your screen. So some of the TV providers do not have the same naming, but you can just check their guides or check with their support if you can't find it. Once the TV is set to receive the cast, the console IP phone will display the option to connect, as you can see here, just enabling it. So you need to ensure that the enable wireless display is checked in the console IP phone settings. So once the connection is established, you will see the screen, the console IP phone screen on the TV. So after the screen mirroring is active, you can exit the cast settings and return to the Nurse Call System app. So the cast screen will remain active until you disconnect your device from your TV. So I believe that's it for the Nurse Call System configuration and overview. And this concludes our training session session for today, and we have covered everything from configuration to customization. And if you have any questions,